fresh round of retaliatory strikes has intensified the already volatile confrontation between Iran and Israel, with missile and drone attacks reported across several parts of Israeli territory. Sirens blared in Tel Aviv and surrounding areas as Iranian forces launched a new wave of strikes, signaling a deepening military escalation that now involves multiple actors across the Middle East. According to Iranian military statements released Tuesday, the attacks targeted strategic energy infrastructure in Israel. Iranian officials said the strikes focused on oil and gas refineries and fuel storage facilities in the port city of Haifa, one of Israel's most critical industrial hubs. The assault was reportedly carried out using explosive drones, part of Iran's expanding arsenal of unmanned aerial vehicles deployed in its current military campaign against Israel. In an official statement, the Iranian army framed the attack as retaliation for earlier Israeli strikes on Iran's own energy infrastructure. Iranian army officials said the brave men of the Iranian Army Air Force, in response to the aggression against Iran's oil depots, have attacked the oil and gas refinery and fuel storage facilities of the Zionist regime in Haifa with explosive drones. Iranian officials described the operation as a proportional response to what they claim were Israeli attacks on Iran's oil reserves. Israel, however, has not confirmed the success of the alleged drone strike on the Haifa refinery. As of the latest updates, Israeli authorities have not publicly verified whether the facility sustained damage. As the Iranian attacks unfolded, Israel's nationwide air defense alert system was activated in multiple locations. Warning sirens were reported across Tel Aviv and several other cities. Israeli defense officials confirmed that missiles had been detected entering Israeli airspace, prompting residents to rush into shelters. According to Israeli military sources, the barrage included both drones and ballistic missiles. Air raid sirens reportedly sounded in more than 260 locations across Israel, extending from central areas to parts of the West Bank. Emergency protocols were immediately triggered, sending millions of civilians into protective shelters. Reports indicated that more than 9 million Israelis were instructed to seek cover during the incoming missile threat. Israel's multi-layered air defense network, including Iron Dome, David's Sling and Arrow systems, was deployed to intercept the projectiles. These systems are designed to defend against threats ranging from short-range rockets to long-range ballistic missiles. Despite the defenses, several missiles or debris fragments reportedly landed in populated areas. Iranian authorities also announced that a new wave of ballistic missiles had been launched toward Israeli territory. According to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the attack involved more than 10 advanced Kheybar Shekan missiles aimed at central Israeli targets, including Tel Aviv. The launch was described by Iran as the 33rd phase of its ongoing military campaign against Israel, called Operation True Promise 4. Iranian officials said the missiles were fired from Iranian territory and targeted strategic locations deep inside Israel. Iraq officials said more than 10 Kheybar Shekan missiles were fired from Iran, targeting central areas, including Tel Aviv. The Iraq claimed that the missiles successfully struck their targets. Israel, however, disputed those claims and did not confirm the reported impacts. The Kheybar Shekan missile is among Iran's newer solid-fuel ballistic missiles, designed for rapid launch and improved precision compared to older systems. Iranian officials also suggested that some of the missiles were aimed at American military positions in the region. The Irqa stated that a United States naval base operating in the Middle East had also been targeted as part of the operation. Iraq officials said the 5th U.S. naval base in the region was targeted. There has been no confirmation from the United States regarding any successful strike on American facilities. The latest attacks mark a dramatic escalation in the broader conflict that has erupted between Iran, Israel, and regional allies. The confrontation intensified after Israeli and United States operations reportedly struck Iranian military and energy infrastructure earlier in the conflict. Iran responded with a sustained missile and drone campaign targeting Israeli cities and strategic sites. Hundreds of missiles and drones have been launched during the operation so far, according to Iranian statements. The conflict has already caused casualties in Israel. Earlier this week, an Iranian missile strike near Tel Aviv reportedly killed construction workers and injured several others when submunitions landed on a construction site. Those casualties added to a growing toll from the ongoing hostilities. While Iran has been launching attacks directly from its territory, another front has opened along Israel's northern border. The Lebanese militant group Hezbollah, an ally of Iran, has entered the conflict with its own missile and drone strikes against Israel. According to Hezbollah statements, one of its recent attacks targeted the Stella Maris naval base northwest of Haifa. The base reportedly plays a strategic role in naval monitoring and control along Israel's northern coastline. The strike was described by Hezbollah as part of a wider campaign of solidarity with Iran. The group said it joined the conflict following the assassination of Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, a claim that has circulated in regional narratives surrounding the escalation. Hezbollah has also claimed responsibility for additional attacks deeper inside Israeli territory. Targets reportedly included a military command headquarters in the city of Ramlah, as well as a satellite communications facility in the Ayalon Valley near Beit Shemesh. These attacks represent some of the deepest Hezbollah strikes into Israeli territory since hostilities intensified. Israel has responded with intensified military action inside Lebanon. Israeli forces have pushed deeper into southern Lebanon, targeting Hezbollah positions and infrastructure. Evacuation orders have reportedly been issued across dozens of areas in southern Lebanon, including several neighborhoods in Beirut's southern suburbs. The Israeli military said its air force has conducted multiple waves of airstrikes targeting Hezbollah infrastructure. According to Israeli officials, dozens of rocket launchers belonging to the group were destroyed south of the Litani River. These operations form part of Israel's broader effort to dismantle Hezbollah's ability to launch cross-border attacks. The fighting has already caused significant casualties. Lebanon's health ministry reported that Israeli strikes have killed hundreds of people and wounded many more since the escalation began. The conflict has also triggered a humanitarian crisis. Large numbers of civilians have been displaced as airstrikes continue across southern Lebanon and parts of Beirut. Hezbollah's rocket attacks have also resulted in injuries among Israeli soldiers. In one recent incident, rockets fired from Lebanon struck a military position in northern Israel. 8 Israeli soldiers were injured in the attack, including the son of Israel's finance minister, Bezalel Smotrich. According to Israeli reports, 5 of the soldiers sustained serious injuries. The troops, all members of the Givati Brigade, were evacuated to hospitals for treatment. The attack was described as retaliation for ongoing Israeli strikes inside Lebanon. The confrontation between Israel, Iran, and Hezbollah is rapidly evolving into a multi-front regional war. Israeli airstrikes have hit targets across Lebanon and reportedly inside Iran as well. Meanwhile, Western allies have begun repositioning military assets in the eastern Mediterranean as tensions grow. Reports indicate that warships and aircraft from several Western countries have been deployed near Cyprus and other strategic locations to monitor the situation and protect regional interests. Iranian officials have signaled that their campaign may continue for an extended period. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has warned that further waves of attacks could follow. Each side has framed its actions as retaliation for previous strikes. Iran says its missile and drone attacks are responses to Israeli operations targeting Iranian territory and military assets. Israel, meanwhile, argues that it is acting in self-defense against Iranian aggression and the activities of Iran-backed groups like Hezbollah. This cycle of retaliation has made diplomatic de-escalation increasingly difficult. Military analysts warn that the conflict could spiral into a broader regional war if additional actors become directly involved. Iranian officials have emphasized that their campaign will continue until what they describe as victory against Israel and its allies. In its statement following the latest drone strikes on Haifa, the Iranian army framed the conflict in ideological terms. Iranian army officials said the battle against the criminals of the United States and the Zionist regime will continue until the final victory of right over falsehood. The statement reflected Tehran's determination to continue its military campaign despite growing international concern over the escalating violence. The coming days are expected to be critical in determining whether the conflict continues to intensify or begins to stabilize. With missile strikes, drone attacks, and cross-border fighting continuing, the risk of further escalation remains high. Several key questions now dominate regional discussions: whether Iran will continue launching missile barrages toward Israeli cities, how far Israel will expand its military operations inside Lebanon, and whether direct clashes between the United States and Iran could become unavoidable. For millions of civilians across Israel and Lebanon, the conflict has already brought daily life to a halt. Air raid sirens, missile interceptions, and the threat of further attacks have become part of the new reality across the region. As the confrontation deepens, the Middle East once again stands on the edge of a wider and potentially more dangerous war.